to another interview, another online interview. Normally, we would be doing all this kind of stuff in the shop where you can get to know your local creators, your local writers, your artists, your cosplayers. We would have live model night on the stage right there in the main lounge. But because things are changing, what we're doing now is live model night is online. You can go to our Facebook page, and the last Wednesday of every month from 6 to 9, I will be posting images of that month's model, giving you a time frame. Take the time, draw, post, chat with the other artists. It's a fun night. We get some really great stuff out of it. And tonight, we are introducing you to someone who has been to Empires prior to the stopping of the events and is back and has generously let us use her images for this month's live model night. Nina Breeland Cope, thank you for joining us. Oh no, we can't hear, or at least I can't hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
There we go. Just took a second to kick in. I apologize, everybody. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us. And
absolutely.
Yes, and thank you more importantly for letting us use your images so that the artists can have some kind of creative outlet. They have a place where they can talk with the people they used to be able to get together with down here. So we really do appreciate it, and I know they do appreciate it. So yeah, thank you. Now you've done live model with us before here at Empires, and you clearly had a good enough time where you want to come back and be part of it. Let's start with your cosplay in general and what started the passion. What made you want to be part of this community?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I actually had no idea that this was a possibility, that this was a thing. I started out in musical theater. That's what I did in college when I got my degree in, and wanted to continue performing. So I continued doing that. And actually, I don't think I've told anyone about this. Maybe I told you, Ben, a few years ago, but November Cosplay, I've actually worked with her in the past for different performing
nice
opportunities and things.
Yeah.
Performing for children's parties and stuff. And I followed her and was very, very impressed with what she had to offer and what she was doing. And I saw that she was working with Empire Comics Vault and was very, very interested. And so that's how it really got started.
That's great. So then, okay, so let's go back to the theater then. That must have been something that really sparked the love of the dress up, the immersing yourself in the role. And what about the music side of theater? Is that something that you enjoy?
Absolutely. Music is honestly what really puts me into the mindset of the characters that I portray, because everything they're wearing, everything from their hair to their clothing, and oftentimes their makeup choices, and shoes, everything they're wearing can come from what we see in their story. And so often a story is brought forward and progressed through music and the songs, in the play and in the movies. And so that's really how I love to listen to music so much from my characters. Yes. And that gives me the justification for why I'm making the choices I'm making in my cosplay. That's awesome.
Now, the speaking, and somebody, we got an aloha. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I'll see you on Wednesday. So yeah, and speaking of the music, and very timely here with that, your favorite, or your obsession right now, would be Moana.
Yes.
And what is the meaning behind that? What resonated so strongly with you?
I was actually talking to my sister about this. We love to talk about different characters and what they're going through in the movies and their progression of things and everything. And what Moana goes through when she discovers, I know your name. And she's taught, for those who don't know the story, when she sees Te Kā, who is the lava monster, and the lava monster is the big bad guy, right? And she has to get past Te Kā to get to Te Fiti to put the heart of Te Fiti, give it back to her. And she realizes the identity of Te Kā is Te Fiti. And that realization is the most eye-opening thing for me in my life, because when, there's ever any kind of issues with me and my family or friends, whatever it is, if you really look at the person and they're acting like a lava monster, right? And you probably are too. But you look at them and really see them for who they are and know their name, know who they are. Wow, you can put the heart right back in there, and the world is just beautiful and becomes green again because there's that understanding. And there's a lot to it, like the family side of things, so good. But I think that's what really drives it home for me.
That's neat. And I like the way you told that story because you're a very good storyteller. You have the passion in there. You have you hit the high points. You also, you do that for a living as well. Not just, you get to incorporate the cosplay and the theater and the storytelling all in one place as kind of a little dream gig going on here. Tell them where you work and what you do exactly, because that was just a little snippet of what she does for a living.
Yes, I'm actually the owner of Storytime Princess Parties and also a cast member. We have multiple cast members that go to parties and do performances. And while we're at parties, not only are we engaging with the children and interacting with the children the whole time, plug for my business, but honestly, it's honestly so fun to tell the story in first person to these children and engage with them and make it interactive the whole time. For example, and because my mind is on Moana, when it's time to play the drum that she plays before she sees we were Voyagers. And I'm never Moana. I have someone who is appropriate for that to be Moana. Everyone hold your sticks, and we're going to play the drum on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. And a lot of times they do it on their laps or something like that. And it's just so fun and so interactive. And and I'll get back to your question. I apologize, Ben.
No, please.
The storytelling aspect of it, I actually, I watch the movies very, very intensely and get all those high points and everything and the interactive parts that are really going to resonate with the kids and with me, honestly. And I put that into about 10 minutes of a story. And I actually write it myself based on completely the movie and, take quotes from it and stuff like that. But it's so fun to write those stories. Even like Spider-Man, he has a story as well and hero training and stuff like that throughout the story time. I wrote his story based on Homecoming, that movie, and it's so fun. Okay, everyone, we need to shoot our webs. I haven't looked at the story in a little while. Now, everyone show your hand like this because our audience is like 3. And put your fingers down just like this. Okay, and now do the other one. Oh, whatever. Anyway, start with this one. Okay, now we're going to shoot the webs. And you can't see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And now hold on. And are we ready to swing? And swing forward. And we're literally sitting on Indian style the whole time, cross-legged the whole time. And the story just comes alive. And it's so much fun, especially when the characters are actually look the part. That's important. Very important.
It does. And it sounds like it's a lot of fun. And I know you gave us a little explanation why you were doing this because your audience is 3, but I think you might be, overestimating our audience as well. So, no, thank you. Thank you for walking it through. Now, you clearly love this and you are very passionate about the entire aspect of it. Now, prior to all this, you did theater. How long did you do that?
Not very long. I was in high school is where it really started. We didn't really have a theater program, but we had speech and debate. And there's an actual performance part of that with the drama side of things. And so I did 10-minute performances and we were always dressed in lawyer clothing. And so always business full on and everything for every performance. And that's what made me want to do theater. And so after I graduated high school, I went on to join a BS degree program for that. And I know Bachelor of Science, theater, I don't know, whatever. And then after that, I ended up moving out. I'm from Louisiana, and I met my husband when I was on vacation for the whole summer out in Utah, and long distance dated senior year story. This is the story of my life, making it quick. And then moved out to California, and I wanted to do theater, but I didn't particularly want to do shows that weren't family friendly. That was something that was really important to me. And also I didn't want to do performances on Sundays. That was another important thing to me. And so that wasn't possible, not to be able to make a living anyway. So one thing led to another, and I started my own business, and now I get to perform on my own terms. And my performers, we don't perform on Sundays. I don't, they don't. And that's, it's a choice that I've made, and it's all family friendly and awesome. Exactly what I want.
That is great. Have you ever performed at a school? And if so, what was that like?
Gone to like an elementary school or something?
Yes.
I have. I didn't even tell you about that. Yes. I live in Rancho Cordova, California, and I'm so embarrassed. I can't remember. It was before the pandemic, and so my brain just doesn't work. Anyway, I went to an elementary school, and I performed there as Amelia Earhart. It was awesome.
I was going to get there because I was like, the many kid parties. That was the first thing I saw you dressed as. And I was like, are there a lot of kids who are requesting Amelia? And if so, that's amazing.
One.
You did one.
One.
That kid is fantastic.
It's her parents. Her name is Amelia. And for her first birthday, her parents are friends of mine. And they said, Nina, we've got to have Amelia Earhart at the party. That's who she was named after. And it's her first birthday. And that's actually how Amelia Earhart became part of one of my characters. That's
great. That's great. So how long have you had the business?
Since 2000. Oh boy, I think 2018. Yeah.
Okay. And how many different characters do you have available for people? And one more time, what was the name of the business?
Storytime Princess Parties.
That's what you guys need to look up. Is there a website they should go to?
I don't have a website. That needs to happen though, for sure.
Facebook, they can find you.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, look them up. But anyways, what variety of characters do you have?
The number is unsure. There's way too many to count, but we have princesses, of course. We have toys. So that's like Toy Story, Barbie, all of those characters and everything. I literally just got a request for Barbie and her little sister Skipper, and sometimes Ken as well. Also villains, pirates, and I just forgot the name. Descendants, yes, that too.
Yes.
We have those characters, and I kind of clump those together with the villains sometimes. Christmas characters. We also have the Easter Bunny, who's very busy right now.
Yes, I can imagine.
And Halloween characters like Nightmare Before Christmas, those characters as well. Honestly, and Fancy Nancy books characters. Truly, if the character if we can make it happen, we will do it. 100%.
That's great. And Jen Monson, who is our next artist on the art gallery this month, just said she loves you.
What do you do?
She said it again. That's how much she does. So let's talk cosplay here real quick, because that's what we're doing this month on the next Wednesday. You've got a variety of costumes yourself. You not only own the business, but you are a cast member. But one of the unique things that you do is the wigs. Tell us about that.
Yes. So I usually almost always I used to go to local places, unfortunately, a little bit out of my price range, but you guys, Amazon is like amazing for wigs and costumes, honestly. The wig, and you just rely on reviews for just that raw wig, and sometimes styled wigs as well. And it's very easy to get an affordable wig for your character. Not only that, but one wig can be used in multiple places. Specifically on my mind right now, because we're about to get Raya. Yay! She has like almost identical hair as Moana. just put the braids right there and it's perfect. So as long as those two characters aren't, performing at the exact same time, I just end up using the exact same wig, just style it differently. And of course, if need be, I'll always get another wig and I can always turn to Amazon. As far as styling though, oh man, I'm specifically thinking of Rapunzel. She was an absolute dream, except she was very scary to work with, but very, very fun. So how that really started, I got the raw wig, long wig from Amazon.
Was there one long enough?
Yes. And that was the thing. I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? My dream was like, I love the parks. I love Disney parks with all of my heart. But I saw their skinny wig that they put, or, braid that they put all the way down. I'm like, that's not the movie. No. We got to do better than that. Well, there's a reason why they don't do it the movie. So long story short, I purchased the raw wig, which is very thin, like you see at Disneyland. And then I go to local wig shops and purchase wefts. And I created with caulk and sewing, and I actually and fabric created wefts of hair out of just like raw hair like that. And then after already having color matched it, of course, and I sewed them into the nape of the wig of the neck right there. And not only that, but it needed to be bulky, like you see in the movie. It's 70 feet of hair, so it has to look like it. God. So I ended up getting sheets of cotton, rolling up the sheets of cotton, gluing them together, and also with a string, keeping them together just like that. And then I stuffed them into pantyhose, and then so that, it like not white, it's more golden color. And that's what I actually ended up sewing also into the nape of the neck. And I wrapped the hair around each individual braid. And then after they were all wrapped, I braided them all and it was truly like this. It's a dance.
How unwieldy is that hanging off the back of your neck?
For anyone who wants to do that, because it's very fun once you actually do it.
Once you do it.
It's actually not as heavy as you think. And I think it's because of the elastic legs of the pantyhose and the cotton that makes up the bulk of the hair. It's not that bad. And it's actually kind of bouncy.
Okay. And with the wig thing, it sounds like a lot of work. And the wig thing is the one thing I don't think people really think about. They always focus on the, the dress or whatever. But I didn't even really think about it till you started talking. I was thinking, whoever the character is, you just buy a wig. But no, you have to actually style it. You have to do everything to it to make it look absolutely correct. Yeah. So yet another layer of cosplay is introduced to me that I was not aware of. But you guys can see the result of all of this Wednesday, 6 p.m. on our Facebook page, where we will be posting random pictures of her with different time links. Whether you're an artist or not, join, say hi, see what people are doing. And it's a great night. Of course, we will have a way on the Facebook pics for you to, of course, send a little tip to the Princess Party and make sure that they, for all their help to us and to the community, have a little something extra. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you very much for letting us use those pictures. And all of you artists, please head on over, have a great night, and then I will, of course, see you all in the shop. Thank you very much, Nina.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ben.
All right. We will see you guys